Soldier, and Zinc for the United States. On the other hand, for Spain, Isaiah, Sheik, Louis-Jean, LZ, J-Maud, and Gumer. And something noticeable here, incredibly noticeable for anybody familiar with competitive Mario Kart, no Alexoni. I repeat, no Alexoni. Alexoni being the most famous Spanish player to play, really, ever for Mario Kart 8. And he's not here for his national team for one reason or another, but the Spanish team is going to have to go on without him, hopefully in the backs of Louis-Jean. He has done superbly well in the group stages up until this point. We'll have to see if he can continue that kind of performance against the likes of the Americans and their lovely McDonald's. But either way, there's a lot to be said about this United States lineup. They so far have gone uncontested in Group A. The question will be as to whether they will be able to adapt to the play of other teams in other groups. They were seeded number 1, so they were seeded number 1 in Group A, so they were able to get a little bit of an easier match against the likes of Spain. But if they were to have fared a little worse in groups, maybe gotten seeded in a worse position, the United States could have been seeing the likes of France, the United Kingdom at this point. So I'm sure they feel very satisfied with who they have to play right now. But at this point in time, taking a look at our bracket here, we do see that USA versus Spain. The winner of this will play the winner of France versus Canada. That match will be broadcasted tomorrow at noon Eastern time across all of our multiple channels, really. If you guys want to take a look at that, France versus Canada will surely be an event to look out for there. UK versus Germany. Gonna have to play Japan. Japan having won against Italy earlier this morning. Good games to both teams. Taking a look at the brackets, USA going 3-0-0, having a 718-point differential ahead of Italy, Australia, and Mexico, and Italy having gone down pretty hard to Team Japan. The United States is now the only hope out of Group A to maybe put up a fight against all the other teams. Looks like our players are now joining their online lobbies. They're getting set up right here, so it will be maybe a minute or two even before we get this next room started. I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors at Sanchi, Elgato Gaming, PDP, Nintendo Life for helping put on such an amazing event so far. It's been a real pleasure to work with some of these guys, and looking forward to what we can do in the future also as well. So, in the meantime, Spain, the story of the match. Will they be able to perform without Alexoni? That is my real question. I think that has to be everybody's real question at this point. Answer for them, hopefully, is yes, but we await to see whether this dream team will be able to take advantage of a USA lineup that may be counting them out based on the fact that they don't have their star player Alexoni. We'll have to see. As you guys can see, they are approaching the room is open. They are waiting on the last couple of racers. And so with this all being said, we should be having everything ready to go in a couple seconds, guys. Don't go away. Vote hashtag USA win or hashtag ESP win for who you are supporting today. The Spanish definitely have a test for them if they are to win this next matchup. Of course, this is the USA versus Spain matchup you're watching. Marlon and I will be casting this one shortly. I believe that's everybody in the room, actually. So it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we are off to a start here as USA, the host NATO, will be starting right now. And finally, some live Mario Kart action. We haven't seen some in a while, but it's looking like we're going to finally get our hands on some of that. Alright guys, you guys want to help us out? Head on over to Twitter, and I'll go ahead and post the tweet if you guys can spare a few hands here. Let's go ahead and see what you guys can give for me. Just posted out a tweet advertising the stream right now. If you guys can go ahead and log on to Twitter, help us spread the word. Retweets and favorites, all that good stuff is all appreciated. But for now, first race, Sweet Sweet Canyon. Obviously, ooh, is that a bike I see? Is that a bike I see? We never see the bike in competitive play. Let's see how it goes for Soldier here. On your screen right now is USA's Soldier. Behind his teammate NATO in first place. Top 2 for the Americans right now. In the meantime, he's going to be able to get a draft in the first place. Nice job by Soldier. He's going to be able to fire hop his way into first place, and should be a little bit of an easy going from there on, as long as he has the support of his teammates behind him. Doesn't have to hold the banana out just yet. Has a little ways to go before he gets dragged into having to do that. But right now, that is Sheik from Team Spain moving up the pack in 5th place, 4th place, 3rd place even. And is able to get into a solid spot. But where are the rest of his teammates? In 3rd place, but he is surrounded by the entirety of Americans right now. And he's going to have to hold off for quite a while here, as on the other side, Soldier is having the time of his life in 1st place. No big troubles for him right now, and it's going to be smooth sailing until his teammates start to falter back there. Speaking of faltering teammates on the other side, specifically Sheik from Team Spain, will be having a little bit of a tough time trying to catch up with Triple Shrooms. He will be able to take that donut cup, but will that be enough? My gut feeling says no, but we'll have to see. A lot of Spanish flags back there. And Soldier has been stuck up here with absolutely no contention. We'll take a look at Spain's point of view here. There is Zinc in 10th place from the American side, trying to fire up his way towards Zinc. He does get another star and should be able to cut off a little bit of mud here, but so will Zinc. No shock seems to be incoming at any point in time. And I believe this is going to be a huge race for Team USA. They're going to get off to such a great start for them, as Soldier should be passing the finish line right now. A blue shell will be going, but it's way too late. And it's going to be USA to a great start for them, as they're getting top 2, 4, 5 ahead of the Spaniards. Awesome stuff from Soldier, as he was able to front run pretty much the entirety of that race, really. And really take that one to the bank, because no contention up in the front. His teammates were able to definitely hold off the majority of those, the red and yellow. And definitely proved to be useful as USA hopping off to that quick lead and establishing dominance over the Spanish side. Now, I know that the Spanish side has had trouble in getting some of their members together. And that might, I mean, obviously, that is most visible in the form of losing their most valuable player, Alex Sony. But additionally, they don't have, they don't seem to be able to hold on to all their players for every single leg of this match. And it's a little bit concerning to see from the Spanish side, which so desperately depends on certain members to show up for the lineup. So we'll have to see how this turns out. So far, USA winning by a score of 52 to 30 points. Oh, apologies. And this is the start, of course, that USA wanted. It looks like on the other screen, it looks like Sheik will be starting off already. He needs a good start here for the Spanish side. They are already down by a good amount, and he's going to throw a green shell in the attempts to get an American member up front. It looks like it's going to bounce around, but to no avail. 8th place for him for now. Soldier in the meantime, easy coming in 1st place, and this bike is working wonders for him. Of course, bikes not being too popular at all in the competitive Mario Kart scene, as they tend to just generally be worse in terms of being able to perform all the advanced techs on it as efficiently and as well as on carts. But for Soldier, no matter really. He's going to stick in 1st place for now. And it should be easy. Another easy race for Soldier, maybe? We'll have to see. Getting all the mini turbos as he should. Has 10 coins as well, and will be able to focus his time to taking the tightest of lines as possible. And has not missed a beat. Look at this soldier guy going right at it. Not a single inch missed from his racing. We go back to Sheik right now in 12th place. He's been in the back awfully a lot for a Spanish team that needs top spots, and the star will not help him as much as he'd like to be able to get up there and help his teammates out. We do see 2 Americans back here that he will be able to at least make some sort of approach on, but will that approach be enough? No, he does not get the item box that he needs to get. Triple Reds ahead of him as well, and that's going to be him going down to both Triple Reds and a bomb. Goodbye, Sheik, and that is a see you later for Team Spain in the bottom spots. We do see Soldier back up here in first place. No contestant as of yet. The blooper might slow him down for a little bit, but only before getting onto those boost pads on what are 1 of 2 glider spots on Sunshine Airport. Lap 3, will there be a shock to get first place out of there? The answer is no. The answer is no, and Soldier will be running away to what is another first place and what should be another victory for the United States as they've climbed out to what is an impressive start here. And that's a USA top 2-6 though. Definitely a little bit more reserved than their last one. And certainly a positive note on the likes of Sunshine Airport. It's a track that you have to really be wary of if you're a team that's suffering and holding a lot of bottom spots. It's definitely one of those tracks where it's going to be very tough for you to pass any of the opposition if you cannot get up there in the first opening seconds. But as it would have it, Team Spain able to catch on up, and now they have themselves in a good footing. So, a crucial question: where will they go? Where do they opt to go? The answer, and I say this with a question mark because I still have yet to recognize everybody's names, but a lot of Neo Bowser cities. And I think that's on the behalf of Spain. We'll have to see if it picks it. I think, oh, that's a Dolphin Shoals pick by Spain, actually. Yeah, no, Spain was picking Dolphin Shoals, actually, going into that one, so they're thinking that their spots behind top 2 will be able to catch up on Dolphin Shoals, and that's not too bad of an assumption either. Plenty of space to draft in the first 2 turns around there. It's going to look like we're getting off to a decent start here for Soldier right behind a teammate, but he's going to have to watch out for the red uniform to be right around him. Not going to get a item to be able to get him out of there, so he's going to have to take the draft and run for it. 2 coins in first place for Soldier here. Current score right now is 95-69, so it's not the most devastating of losses we've seen so far in the World Cup. But definitely not the best either. Soldier still having the time of his life in first place. We go back to Sheik, who has seen better times, but he's in 6th place right now, behind one of his teammates. Item boxes, that item roulette is just not stopping for him. Okay, that was the longest item roulette spin I've seen to this date of my time watching Mario Kart 8, but so far it looks like a red shell's coming for him. Will he be able to avoid it? It's not coming for him, actually. Will be able to avoid it. But he's going to run into the off-road there, and this is going to be a little bit of a trouble for Team Spain as they do need everybody possible to be up there. Soundhorn behind him. Triple Green's behind him. Goodbye, Sheik, and goodbye, Team Spain. You are all the way back here in 9th, 10th, and 11th place. Chain that Soundhorn and try to catch the hell on up. Soldier, in the meantime, first place. No contention. And I believe this is a USA top 3, but that's before a blue shell is coming. Soldier's going to go wide. USA top 2. USA top 4. USA top 5. Where are you, Spain? They are nowhere to be found right now. Second turn of Dolphin Shoals. Green being held up by Soldier, trying to hold off on any Spanish advancement. It looks like he's going to throw that forward, though. Americans may be able to hold on to the top 5. Triple Reds as well in 5th. This is going to be a top 5 for Team USA. I'm thinking this is a top 5 for USA. He's going to go wide. He's going to take it slowly. A top 6 for USA. I think this is a top 6 for USA. A star coming up will be able to get 6th. Oh my goodness, this is a Top 6 for USA, just barely at the finish, and that's going to net them a huge GP win as Soldier barely able to stick it out, and although he's going to lose his perfect Grand Prix, he's definitely able to hold off Team Spain and guarantee that top 6. It's a great race for them. And I'm not exactly sure as to how the calculations go for a top 6, but it's definitely better than any race they've had so far. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's a 61-21 race, but I mean, I might be mistaken. $156 to 90 for, oh my goodness. That race going absolutely in the opposite way that Team Spain would have imagined. 156 to 90 points. And you have to wonder, Team Spain, where are you at? Where are you at, Team Spain? We've been waiting. It's been a week. You've had a week since playing. 156 to 90 is your current score. Oh boy, this is a track that I needed. I mean, we've been talking about it before in the cast. We talked about it with Kevin when he was casting. This is the track you want to go if you do have bottom spots. Look at all these sand around them. If you look at absolutely all the sand around them, you will see plenty of open spots for shrooms. And if you're thinking, hey, can I shroom through that? Yeah, you're thinking correctly. One of the very few tracks in Mario Kart 8 where there's a lot of openness and a lot of room to run. We'll have to see if this benefits Team Spain to any extent, but it's not going to benefit Sheik, at least, as that traction is definitely going to hurt him and his teammates. He throws that boomerang, gets stuck in the sand, and that's going to... The end game of that... Hey, EndGameTV. The end game of that will be his two teammates falling back. Spain in bottom 3. But, of course, it's dry desert. Plenty of time to catch up. And Soldier must be thinking the same thing for the American side. In 7th place right now. Trying to do whatever he can to get back up there. Red Shell goes on to Sheik. Goodbye, Sheik. The short-lived middle position for our Spanish streamer is, well, indeed short-lived. And another red for Soldier. That's J out ahead of him. Down goes Spain. Top 4 USA. These last item boxes, though, the items you get in this game are dependent on how far away you are from first place. And the map is so incredibly close. I can't imagine too many people got actually shrooms at that last item set. If that is the case, it's going to be very tough for Team Spain to catch up if they aren't able to get triple shrooms. NATO in first place with triple shrooms. Sorry, second place with triple shrooms. You have to wonder how in the hell did he get that item? He's going to take on off. USA still top 4. Spain wants blood, though. And they want to mount a last-second comeback, if at all possible. Triple shrooms for Sheik. He is behind the likes of 2 Americans, but they both have shrooms. And this is going to be another devastating race for Team Spain. That's another devastating race for Team Spain. That's another devastating race for Team Spain. Bottom 4 for Spain. Once again, USA finishing it off absolutely strong, and NATO 51 points for the American side. Great job done for USA, and I think that's worthy of pulling out the... I think that's actually worthy of pulling out the McDonald's bag I have out right next to me. Maybe taking a fry or two from it in celebration. Your total score for the first Grand Prix is 210 points to 118 points, and Jesus. You know, as far as quarterfinals go, and as far as the absence of Alex Oni goes, didn't expect it. Spain. Oh, Spain. Oh, Spain. This is, I'm not sure if this is a random. I hope it's a random because we don't want any penalties being assessed to any of these teams, but... Oh, Spain. Spain starting off in second and first place. Isaiah needs to hold this top spot for Spain. Banana being dragged out. Get Soldier out of there. Soldier sent to 11th place. Sheik in the meantime, 10th place for Team Spain. 2 red uniforms back here. 10th and 11th for the Spanish side. Triple greens, be wary of that. Sheik is able to avoid it, but no 6th place item box for him. And he's going to have to be wary here. Soldier on the other end, a star behind him. Behind Sheik, there's a red shell going for him, and he's going to have to use that star right off the bat. Luigi, Team Spain's MVP so far in this tournament, averaging more than 35 points for Grand Prix, if I'm not mistaken, and that's certainly a respectable number. But you have to wonder where those numbers are right now, with him getting 21 points in the first Grand Prix. Triple shrimps for Soldier in 5th place. Not able to get all the coins he wants, but he's still back there, or still up there with the rest of the pack. End of second lap. Luigi gets the 4th place item box. Only a coin for Soldier, but in the meantime, Luigi, I believe, not even getting an item box. And in lap 3, it looks like Spain has some presence up there. Will they be able to capitalize it? A red shell for Sheik in 5th place. Behind the likes of USA Zinc, he's going to go ahead and send it forward, but it doesn't connect. I think he gets backspin actually. There's a red shell at least. 7th place for him. He does get triple shrooms though. Spain all the way back here. 6, 7, 8 for Spain. He gets the draft, but the draft alone won't be enough. He needs the item boxes to be able to help him get into this top spot. A red shell for him, especially when a teammate is ahead of him, won't do him anything. Hold on to that red shell. He's going to maybe be able to get onto... No, I think he redded his own teammate at the end there. 8th place for him. Soldier gets 4th place. And once again, another good race for Team USA. Top 2, 4, and 6 and 7. And the Spanish frustration at this point. They have to make sure it isn't mounting. There are this is the best 2 out of 3 series, and if they are to bring it back, it can certainly happen. If not within this match, by the next match. Your score for that race was 53 to 29 points in favor of the Americans. It's going to go Mario Circuit. Okay, so we're looking at a track where a lot of people should be able to at least catch on back up. Plenty of shroom spots open for the taking here. We'll have to see how Spain is able to respond with such a course pick. Down by more than 120 points. Or sorry, by around 120 points. I stand corrected. So they're starting off in 3rd place around the likes of 2 Spanish members, actually. So Spain getting quite the starter, but the green shell is going to send right on out of 1st place. And Soldier back into 1st place. No protection, though, behind the, or ahead of the Spanish member. Gonna have to be wary here. Banana for him will be held right now. Not in the greatest position, of course, to be able to do anything here. Let's see how he's able to respond, because if he's able to hold on to this 1st place, which it seems to be the case, Soldier has been absolutely dominating in 1st place right now, and you haven't seen him much of anywhere else, really. In the meantime, Sheik is holding onto a bill right now, and holding on to it. Nobody... Okay, he's going to use his bill just now. Slightly concerning. I thought Spain may have had shock, but instead they're going to get bombed into bottom spots, and Sheik right now 9th place. Certainly not the kind of race you want to see if you're a Spanish fan, but it's going to have to do as the Spanish side. My word. My word. 12th place for Sheik here. Triple shrooms. I don't think will be enough for him to be able to catch up. He's able to get into 12th place and get that bullet bill, but that's not going to be enough for him. USA is going to end with Soldier in 1st place. My question is, to what extent? And USA, oh my goodness, top 2, 4, 5, and this is, at this point, it becomes less of a surprise and more of, oh my goodness, is this going to continue happening? And well, the answer is apparently yes. Sheik in the bottom position with, I believe, 7 points after 2 races. Soldier and NATO leading the top of the pack with 24 points apiece. $104 points for the Americans so far in this Grand Prix alone. Meaning, the Spanish side has around 60 points. Looks like it's going to go a Mario Kart Stadium. Alright, so this is certainly a track that would work in the favor of the Spaniards, I would assume so at least. We'll have to see here as currently USA holds a lead of, I believe, about 314 to 178. Certainly not the kind of race you want to be seeing from a Spanish perspective, but America. Team USA bringing all that they got to give at the very beginning of this one. Sheik in 3rd place, able to fire up on his way. Fire up until 3rd place. Able to get the item box in 3rd, and is able to get protection from any possible shrooms. He's going to go wide for his teammate with the Piranha. There is a blue shell in the air, I believe. And I believe it's going to take out one of USA. Will Spain be able to breach in the top spots, though? It looks like they're in 1st place for now. A green shell being held up by the Americans. Is this the race they need? Zink is the only American fighting up here. Spain all of a sudden 1-3-4 for the Spanish side. Soldier all the way stuck back here with triple greens in 8th, and this is the first bad race from the American side that we have seen so far. Triple greens once again for Kevin. This game really does not like him. It does not want to have him catch up anytime soon. Sinks it out of 2nd place. Is he on 1st place? Spain top 2. That boomerang though, watch out. Okay, that was the 3rd use of the boomerang. It won't be returning back for our streamer Sheik here. He's in 2nd place right now. And still, Spain top 2. What are the spots behind it? It will be a top 2 for Spain at the very end. Soldier in 8th place. J-Mod behind them. He gets shrooms. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Oh my goodness, we are going ham. Top 3 and 5 for Team Spain, and that's the first good race we've seen from them. As oh boy. If you needed a result anytime soon from the Spanish side, if it had to happen at any point in time, it had to happen then, and it definitely did, as they were able to finally, in the 7th race of the match so far, able to at least challenge the American side in any way possible. So far right now, dry desert. Or sorry, I miss. I'm a little bit ashamed of myself for saying that. Dry Desert, come on. 328 to 226. And that is keeping in mind the repeat penalty for Team USA, so if there is a repeat penalty to be had, but right now, we'll have to see how that pans out. Cheeseland, it can go either way on this one. This is certainly a track with a lot of shroom spots, but if you're able to break away, a lot of potential for a front run for the Spanish top three, or at least what was the top three before Sheik falling off and going to the sand there. Gonna have to shroom pretty early. And get his way on up to a 9th place before getting redded, I believe, back into a bottom spot. And not able to use those shrooms as well as he'd like to. 8th place item box it is for him. We go back to Soldier Stream. He is in 2nd place. Holding that banana out. So far, easy picking for him. And he gets a banana. I think that's... Oh, but oh my goodness, he avoids that snipe as well from the banana. I believe a lot of Spanish members are around him. Been holding out a lot of banana. He's going to drop that one. I think that gets them. Yeah, that gets 2. That gets 2 members in 2nd and 3rd place, as you can see on your mini-map. In Spain, losing their 2nd and 3rd spots to a beautifully placed banana from the behalf of Soldier, but he's going to go down to a red shell, I believe. Yep, that's going to be him going down to a red shell. Luigi now in 1st place. Oh my goodness, Soldier. He thought he had enough speed for the drift there, but that is not the case. USA still 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Maybe a little bit less than that, but Soldier going into the sand there, and he doesn't have the shrooms to be able to support that lifestyle, man. Come on. Not the sand, the cheese, I know, but just looks like a sand course, okay? Last lap, 10th place, triple shrooms for him. Will he hold on to this? Hell no, he says. He has so much to catch up on right now. He can't afford to hold on to these shrooms. He's in 8th place and gets a golden mushroom. He's behind the likes of Sheik, who has triple mushrooms ahead of him. Spain with a lot of shrooms here. A star they have to be very wary of. A golden mushroom being used right now for Soldier. Will he be able to catch up into 4th place? Maybe. Maybe! Yes, he is. 4th at the very last second. What will that mean for the Americans? 2, 3, 4. Okay, very solid race for Soldier to be able to catch up on at the last second there. If it wasn't for that, it may have been a race win for the Spanish side, but as it would have it, still a close race regardless. And I believe that's going to be the last race of the Grand Prix, as we are going to be seeing the American side still holding onto that lead. Oh God, USA. It looks like they're well on their way to a Game 1 victory. As certainly not the kind of match that Spain was looking for. And it's definitely got to be somewhat disappointing for them. They had a promising start against the likes of the United Kingdom, winning against the United Kingdom by a somewhat narrow margin, but certainly not the start they envisioned for themselves. Hi, I think I'm going to be joined by a fellow co-caster. You guys may know him. Hi, Jake, are you there?
Hi, you alright?
Hi, Jake. Okay, lovely to have you on here. So, Jake, care to introduce yourselves to those that haven't seen you in the first couple of races here? Because I know that like the audience we have now is a little bit different in comparison to the audiences we had before.
Yeah, alright guys, I'm Jake Stevens, known by Ether in this community. I've been in the community since about 2010, and I've been working alongside Iric to help bring you guys this event. And
it's been a lovely event indeed so far. And it looks like USA definitely thinking that as well, going into race 9 here. USA establishing that firm, dominant grip on this war they've had so far. Jake, what are some things you maybe expected out of Team Spain or maybe expected out of Team USA going into this war that are meeting your expectations or maybe not meeting your expectations? What do you have to say?
Well, so far, I haven't managed to catch any of it yet, but...
well, right now, like USA yeah, they're winning by a massive amount.
Yeah, so I know USA, like before in the World Cup, they've been playing a lot together, so I was expecting a strong performance from them here, and it looks like they're doing that. From Spain, They had issues getting their lineup together, I believe, didn't they? But,
yeah, they did. And it looked like, yeah, they had. I mean, the biggest question mark out of all is definitely the absence of Alex Sony.
Yeah, without doubt.
Yeah, and we have to wonder what this matchup would look like with him, considering that he is one of their most valuable players, if not their most valuable players, apart from Louis-Jean. And Louis-Jean is notably having a performance that isn't up to par with a lot of what he does, a lot of how he plays normally. So a little bit unfortunate to see from the Spanish side. But regardless of a Mario Circuit race, a blue shell being held by Soldier right now, and USA occupying a lot of the middle to top spots, I'd say. Spain having a lot of room to catch up on, though.
Yeah, this is one of those tracks where you can, if you get a lot of shrooms, it's very easy to catch up. Because as you see, Sheik doing that shortcut there.
Certainly. And yeah, Spain, second and third all of a sudden. Looks like USA only has first, considering Soldier is still holding onto that blue shell in 9th place. We'll have to see how long he'll have to hold on to this for, because USA, we do see a lot of their flags back here. And there's a couple of triple reds, a crazy 8 as well. USA have to watch out for each other, as it's going to be a little bit tough to avoid all these items around them. A bullet bill contacting with an American member, and Soldier still holding on to this blue shell in 5th place.
Doesn't look like Soldier's going to be able to catch up unless he chains it, and which he does.
I believe he will be able to. A bullet bill advancing on the behalf of a Spanish member will not land him behind the item box. A blue shell chain for Soldier. Triple shroom chain for Soldier. He should be able to advance him at least a little bit, and that's what exactly his teammate NATO is thinking. But I think Spain is going to be able to escape with a 2-3 finish out of this one. If they weren't blued at the line, I think they were blued at the line. Yeah, NATO gets it to 3rd place, and that's Goomer going from 2nd to 4th place from the blue shell. Nice blue shell from Soldier to be able to hold it for so long. And yet another race win for the American side. And at this point, I'm sure the Spanish side is just like, so how about that game too? Because at this point, it's a little bit too much of a burden to really catch up. I don't even know if it's mathematically possible.
What's the score right now? Sorry, I haven't.
So before these first 2 races, it was a score of 328 to 226, I believe. And we haven't got an update from the first 2 races, so I'm certain that, like, I mean, we talk about it a lot on the stream, and maybe for some of the viewers it may seem a little over-exaggerated, but Alex Sony literally is one of the best players in the world. It's no exaggeration. It's certainly, if you had to say like a top X number in terms of like player status for Alex Sony, what would you put him in, Jake?
I don't know, maybe top 15, top 20.
Top 15, top 20. I think that's very fair. Given his caliber,
there are a lot of good players.
There are a lot of good players, and it's really hard to narrow it down to just a 10 or a 15 figure. But I mean, I think it's a certainly respectable position. 440 to 296 is the current score right now. So definitely a little bit out of their reach for the Spanish side. And I think this is going to be a game win for the American side as they do approach on the near Bowser City. USA holding on to top 2 for now. And what do you think of Soldier's bike pick? Do you because he's riding a bike right now? Do you have any like thoughts about the bike and the combination he's using right now?
I was a little bit surprised when I saw that, to be honest, when I loaded up the stream. But I think it's still a really good bike. That's the DLC one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And that's, I mean, I'm assuming he uses it because it's an outward drifting bike with the necessary stats to be able to hold on up there. I mean, yeah, it still has the similar stats compared to like the pipe frame, I believe.
Oh god,
these triple reds.
There were triple reds. He has fireballs. Oh my goodness, he has one red behind Isaiah. He's gonna throw that red forward
to get it.
Oh, but it's gonna hit that wall. I think I don't see that too much at all in this game. Reds hitting walls, that doesn't really happen much at all. But Spain,
yeah, that's the other game.
Spain still in first place though. He only has a single green. He's not going to hold it out, though, suggesting that an American member is right behind him. He's going to throw it forward, though. Going to bounce off a couple walls. You might have to watch out here. Triple greens for him in second place.
Oh, someone just get redded.
Oh, that's that. Wait. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I think that's someone getting hit right next to him, but Spain's still holding on to first place. And if we look at Sheik's screen, he is holding on to the shock. But how long will he hold on to it? There are multiple shocks that can be obtained in this game. And if they don't use it soon enough, USA might be able to get a shock of their own.
Yeah, they've got to use it at the right time.
We'll have to see what that right time is in these next couple of seconds here. A lot of shrooms for the American side. They still do have first place, though. Green's being sent out by Soldier. He wants a better item. He wants a single shroom up here.
There it is.
There it is. The shock has been used. Will they be? They are able to cancel anything that Soldier might have been able to pull. Sheik is moving up. 6th place, maybe 5th place. Not exactly, but it's still a 6th place finish for him. Not too shabby for him. Soldier still finishing in 2nd place, but Spain 1-3-4. Not too shabby for them. 1-3-4-6. But it's definitely a kind of result that you needed to see earlier from the Spanish side.
Yeah, it looks like it's too little, too late now. But hopefully they can keep this going in time for game 2.
Certainly. And it looks like we do have, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but 2 more races? Correct me if I'm wrong, is being heavily emphasized there. Because I am not exactly sure myself. But with that being said,
wow.
It is, I believe USA did get a repick penalty. I believe I believe they repicked Sunshine Airport. So with that being said, it was 420 to 296 before that race. But I think still the end game result is still not the best. Not the best by any means, yeah.
Like, I was hoping Spain would be able to put up strong performance, because against UK, they showed they had really good teamwork. Yeah,
definitely. And I was hoping to see some kind of that, but apparently that is not going to be happening anytime soon in this first leg of the best of 3. Moving Meadows being the 11th race pick for these 2 teams. I mean, if we're going to talk about that United Kingdom win for Team Spain, Alex Sony so far played in 2 matches, one of them being against the UK and Ireland. And and he scored 89 points, but in that war, actually, he wasn't even the most valuable player. J-Mout scored 92 points, Luigian scored 107 points, and Isaiah scored 91 points. So, even in that sense, it's just a little interesting to see that, because I believe Sheik is probably one of their lower performing scorers.
Yeah.
And I don't know who. I mean, their lineups. We'll take a look at the lineups after this race just to confirm what we see here. But I think it's more of the effect is just in having a racer that isn't able to race up top than it is Alex Sony being missed, I think. But
yeah.
We'll have to see after this race. Moo Meadows, 7th place for Sheik here. He's only going to be able to get a coin in 7th place. In the meantime, Soldier, 8th place, and he's going to be able to get an 8th place triple shroom set. Going into this last lap, trailing behind 2 Spanish members. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, though, and I think he's going to hold on to these triple shrooms. Oh, no, he's going to use them. A little bit.
He's one of them.
One of them, yeah. Okay, so he's going to hold these 2 through the grass cuts coming up. One coming up here. Don't crash into the cows. Don't run into the grass. And it looks like he should be fine. Moves up into what? Oh, no. Still only 6th place, but a lot of Americans beside him. He has a star. He should be able to use this any time now. Yeah, that's the star going out, and then he should be able to avoid anything for the remainder of the race. Watch out for your teammates, though. Red's coming out. Ooh, that comes incredibly close to the American side. That's a Spanish member trying to salvage the race for his teammates, but it's not going to be enough. Spain getting 2 and 3, but the USA quickly following up on that with a 1-4-5-6 race for them. And 1 race to go before the USA are able to confirm their clinch over the game 1. Certainly a great performance from the American side. They have certainly done their part to show up to this match, and we're going to have to see if the Spanish side have any retaliation in the next matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this next one. Hopefully they can bounce back from this match.
Yeah, and we'll have to see because now we do have. It looks like a score of 454 to 346 right now. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was before. That was beforehand. Never mind. But yeah, waiting any possible scores right now because it looks like 497 to 385 is your score. So
looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, I trust Ricky.
Over 100 lead. Yeah.
And going into this last race, let's see if Spain's able to keep it to less than 100. That remains really the only question about this war, as they will have to gear up for what may be an arduous second leg of the match. And really, more than anything, I think what's been telling about this match is that Spain has been losing very slowly but surely. There's not, I wouldn't say, apart from like the first Grand Prix that USA had where they got more than 200 points in a Grand Prix, it's been a very slow match for Team Spain. Like, they have a lot of like alright races, like in terms of losses and maybe like short wins, but it's definitely a dragged out war after that first Grand Prix, and I wonder what this war would have been without the more than 100-point loss they had. Because right now, if that wasn't the case, it would be a very close war. But regardless, Warriors Gold Mine. Looks like Sheik is going to use his star. 9th place for him. And behind Isaiah in 8th place. Soldier in 4th place. We do see one Spanish flag up here at least.
There goes Zinc.
Zinc, oh, is going to be knocked on out. And I think this is a Spain top 2. Yeah, Spain top 2. Soldier approaching them though in 3rd place. He has that banana. Will he be able to drag it out and maybe draft in front of them? He's going to throw that banana out. There's a little bit of an audacious attempt there to be able to get that banana snipe onto one of the Spaniards in top 2.
Oh my days. That's
my goodness. That is the most ridiculous item set I've seen. I mean, I say that.
So close to them.
Yeah, no, that's the most important thing about it. That's the most bizarre thing about it. Items in this game are based on how far away you are from 1st place. He gets triple shrooms only less than a second away from them.
He's going to get into 1st.
I think he should be able to get in 1st right here. Yeah. He in 1st place right now, holding onto that single shroom. Gonna try to hold on to it for as long as possible to maybe avoid that blue shell. Watch out for those bananas though. Does have 10 coins. He should be able to hold on to this, and great racing on the behalf of Soldier to be able to move up from all the way from 3rd to 1st with the help of some shrooms as well. I believe he has something of a gap between him and 2nd place according to the mini map.
Yeah, something must have happened to them.
Yeah,
they just disappeared.
I have no idea, but it looks like he just completely outlined them towards there. Gonna use a shroom. It should be a safe ending for him.
Oh, the last minute. The last minute blue shell got them on the line.
Wait, what? I did not catch that at all because I'm just looking at the
map.
Oh, I was not able to see that. Okay, we'll have to see how it affects the race. And I know that Sheik still gets last place. I'm not sure.
Oh,
ooh, okay. Spain again, ending off on a solid note. 2, 4, 5, 6, and bottom 2. Definitely not the kind of war that went in their favor, but hats off to Spain for putting off at least an attempt towards the end there. As right now, Spain definitely not the kind of match that went well for them. And although that last race went well for them, you have to wonder if they're going to be able to carry that momentum into the following races. I'm not too sure about it, really.
Well, I don't know. Like, momentum is a huge part of this game after all. So, you know, we could be seeing it. Like, especially if you were saying that the first GP was pretty much a blowout GP for USA.
Yeah.
Who knows what could happen in this next upcoming match?
Yeah, very good point. Very good point for sure. USA will take that win by a hearty, I believe, 130 points or around that margin. But with that being said, yeah, 540 to 424 is your final score for this one. And congratulations to Team USA. They do win the first game, but there's still one more to go. They need to be able to win one more if they want to make it to that semifinal round. Spain hold on to their hopes of being able to make it to the semifinals as well. They need to come up absolutely clutch, especially on these next coming 4 races, as we will give a little bit of a reset. Give us some time to breathe for a little bit before heading on to this next game. Thoughts?